Girl, I was throwing punches then. I had hands on the boys. You had feet then. All you could do was kick somebody. I'm showing nothing. Karate chops. She doing karate kicks and I'm hitting her with karate flips. We out on this. Woo! Welcome back to the Raw, the Mimi and Lump show. What's up, everybody? Hope you had a great week. We got some great news in tune. Sis, how you doing? Brother? How you doing?
I'm all right. I had a hard week, but I'm all right.
Hey, we all have some of those sometimes. It's 52 in the year, so I'm sure God will give us a few challenging weeks.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely.
You made it through to the next one?
Absolutely. And I'm still trying to reboot myself spiritually and emotionally.
And physically, because you had to get some rounds in this past week, too.
I got in some rounds. I went to San Antonio. Got some good rounds in with some girls that are great. So, yes, it was a lot going on. Daddy's birthday was on Wednesday, and I wasn't feeling it. It's been after hump day. It wasn't me. I didn't feel. Yeah, I wasn't myself, and I just felt like I failed, like something wasn't right, and wasn't motivated. But we're gonna see what happens. I think I got to recharge, and I'm gonna try to do it all over again. I failed, but I got back up.
Hey, I'm gonna drag your ass back up if you don't get back up.
I need it.
Know that. Hello. So I definitely meant to give a shout out last week to Little Jack, but AKA now Big Jack, because the big Jack is kind of out the way. But young Jack Iceman Felton had his event last weekend, and it looked like he had a hell of a show.
Yes, good competition.
Some fighters out the works out there. Tice won open weight and overall.
Okay, so he represented for Gypsy and
for the Texas. So big shout out to my boy Tice, because he definitely got to pull one through. Yeah, good shit, Tice. Good shit. I told you, just keep pushing.
Congratulations, brother.
Some of us feel like our ability outweighs some people who's been out there on the experience side of the level. And we're going to get into that in a little bit of the show, because I'm going to ask you a little bit about that. So, be prepared.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Moving on, we also had the Pan Ams this past weekend. That just happened yesterday. Yes, big shout out. Like, it was a pretty cool event. A lot of, once again, hell of a fighters out there at the event. Of course, we didn't have our number ones and number twos of the United States there, but we definitely had some good fighters out there. We had some young bucks for shit show representing out there. And we also had an old timer come back and get him up once again, a lightweight grant. So,
who's that?
James P. Poor.
Oh, JP. Congratulations, brother.
JP Poor. Yeah, big shout out to him. He looked pretty good. I saw him doing some teams. I didn't really watch him doing open weight. But Tyson Ray, big shout out to Tyson. Tyson and went and got him a grand, a overall, a open weight, whatever you want to call it on the NASCAR scene. I've been watching that young man all year. Push. And
each time I see him, he gets better and better. And not like just physically as far as technique and speed and getting better, but mentally. You can see him maturing. He eats up the game. He learns from his mistakes. He's always around watching and growing. So hats off to him, and congratulations, brother.
To the coach, because the coach was definitely out there doing some things, because he won a few things this past weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see you, Jesse Ray.
Congratulations,
bridge hand, Ray. Next Level was definitely out there representing. Big shout out to an old school squad that came out. Full circle.
Oh, I thought I saw them. I thought I saw John.
Mike Conboy.
Yes.
Damian Rodriguez.
Yes.
Kevin K. Swift Walker.
Okay.
Don Catello. And I didn't even know who the other guy was.
Okay.
But yeah, big shout out to them. And it looked like it was about 9 men's teams out there. They definitely pulled through. Mike Conroy was looking like he definitely was back to the strategizing of team fight. It's one of the greatest things I could really say I watched him do. I watched him give a lot of teams, problems, issues, challenges,
Right.
rough behind the ears when it came to me and team fighting. Just his strategizing of who he put out there, who he sent out there, who he maxed
Absolutely.
out with. He definitely has some squads, and he definitely always had him a solid squad behind him. I tell
Absolutely.
you,
Yeah,
going
I
way
had the
back.
pleasure of him coaching me for
Yes,
about a year, a few months, and it was a pleasure. It
yeah,
taught me a lot. Just knowing the game, all you have to do is listen. If you listen, then he can lead you to the promised land.
that's it. That should be
All good coaches can if you listen.
If you listen. Yeah, so
Absolutely.
then we had the lightweight grand was JP. Once again, shout out to you. And then the heavyweight grand was Brian.
Okay, Brian.
Of course, you know that lately we've been having the virtual fight tour overall.
Yes,
The lightweight versus the heavyweight.
I had to miss it this time.
Yes, it's all right. It's
Wish
all
I
right.
was there, though.
Shit, everybody wish you was there. Everybody wish
That's
you
what's
was
up.
there. It's okay. Your time coming. Your time
Absolutely.
coming.
Yes, sir.
So we had those two fight. Come to find out, Brian took that, won that over there. So big shout out to Brian. Make sure that he put some hand sanitizer on his hand after he had finished fighting.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Yeah. Wash your hands up after that. Wash your hands for your grands. Woo,
Yes,
wash
sir.
your hands for your grands.
I can dig it.
Dig it out right there. But
I can dig it.
no, big shout out to him. And then Mimi, what you got for the ladies? Yeah, I heard it was a little bit of a sweep went on.
I had the pleasure of seeing this young lady when I was at Diamonds, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She's from Team Revolution with Mr. Cornell Lovelace, and her name is Jimna. She's from Mexico City, and from what I saw and understand, she won women's open weight.
Hey.
And she won women's overall.
Hey. And what else?
Women's teams. I'm sorry. She had a clean sweep, a trifecta across the board with her teammate Alexa.
Hey, now that's what I'm talking about. They
so
got
Revolution, as far as the women, they cleaned up, and then I saw Edgar for the seniors won his his creative and musical weapons. He cleaned up grands. He killed it.
He kills it. You heard it. K.O. He makes ass with them commas. Flying commas at that.
That's it.
We wonder if he gonna stick himself in his leg ever before, poke himself in the shoulder when they're swinging that shit like that.
I don't want to know, because if I knew it, I would quit. I wouldn't do it anymore. And I don't mean quit like not never do it again, but I'd have to regroup and think of something else to do. I wouldn't be doing the same thing.
I tell Gandhi, just teach me without the strings on the bottom.
That's right.
But I tell you, look, Jack Felton used to be able to work them shits too. Y'all ever watch the Flying Commas? Jack Felton, he wasn't just a fighter back in the day. He
Absolutely.
He used to do some shit. Yeah. Yeah. Do they have actually they do, but we don't know who, of course, she fought last. But they do have a women's virtual fight, or no?
No, sir.
Just the men's.
Because in women's open weight, there's just the one division. The one weight.
You are. Yes, overall too. Yes.
Yes. There's only
overall they fight down to the one.
Correct.
Okay.
And because of overall point, you have the 4 weights. So that's how you get down to the final 2, and then that final fight in the finals. So no, we do not have that for women as of yet. Maybe we can kind of figure it out. But I think, of course, they would need more women to be able to separate that weight category. So that way you could have a lighter weight versus a middleweight. Women don't have heavies. Never call a woman a heavy.
Who you telling me?
Absolutely. We are middleweights.
I just call you big.
Oh, just like my baby said, I'm not. I'm just jiggly. Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, but okay, that makes a lot of sense. So that was the last NASCAR event for the year.
Yes, sir.
So that means if you won this event, you are now a NASCAR world champion, correct?
I believe it goes on the points that you accumulate throughout the.
Wait. Rewind that. Chad, we're gonna eerie rewind that back around. I'm gonna ask you that again because I don't think you understood my question properly.
Okay.
So if I just won this last event on this NASCAR circuit, that means I am now a NASCAR world champion.
No, I didn't think I started.
What the hell you mean? What? Wait. No.
How could one tournament make you a NASCAR World Champion if you had a whole circuit to do? I don't understand.
Oh, well, wait a minute. I did the whole circuit. I won 4th, 8th, 12th, 13th, 16th, 8th.
Okay.
And I got first at this one because there wasn't too many people in the division today.
Okay. So what are you asking me?
So, and then we got one more event. I do apologize. I just got told we do have one more NASCAR event. The Tornado Internationals, which it will be held December 3rd through the 5th.
Okay.
That will be the last NASCAR event. I think that's the one that's in Canada, correct? I don't think that's
Kansas.
No.
Isn't that the Lakers? No,
I think that's Toronto.
Oh,
not Tornado. I'm sorry, I got the wrong glasses on. It says Toronto.
Oh, and I went off what you said. It's all good. No worries. I need to read myself and stop just listening to you.
I'm telling you, in agreement with me.
I did.
The Tornado Internationals is December 3rd through 5th in Canada.
Okay.
So that will be the last. So if I went there and I won my division, when I be the world champion?
No, where do you keep getting that from? How did you make that up in your head?
Because I'm from NBL, as everybody is saying. So I know the last event I done will be Super Grands, and if I won Super Grands, I was a fucking world champion.
That you're bringing all the first place winners together. At these tournaments, they're not bringing first place winners together. It's an open tournament. Oh. You go and you just compete. Whoever shows up, you win first place for that tournament. You're that tournament champion.
Oh.
I personally don't think or didn't understand that this year, if you won, whether it was Pan Am's, whether it's the Tornado, I never or didn't understand that if you won one tournament, you'd be a NASCAR World Champion. I thought it, again, like before in the past, it was the accumulation of all your points.
Accumulation of points. Oh, so if I get enough points, I can be the world champion.
From my understanding, yes, sir.
Oh, so this like buying the world championship then?
No, not well. You pay to compete. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You're not. I don't think you're buying it. You're not literally going up there and say, "I want to pay this amount for first or this amount for second." I think you're paying your money to have your opportunity to compete for that first, second, third, or whatever place.
So this goes by who goes to the most tournaments.
Correct.
And place in the top 4.
Is it 4? How many?
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying for you to be that world champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, so if I go to more tournaments than you, and I get second to you every time you win, I can beat you out.
As far as for points and accumulation of points, yes, sir. Correct.
Oh, shit.
Easy.
I just go to the tournaments then.
You gotta have that. You got that kind of money. You going to?
But you know me, I don't want a world championship like that. If you beat me at the beginning and I don't get to bust your ass before the end, and I don't want it.
I don't want to go to that many tournaments. I don't want to leave my babies. I can't leave my babies that often to go to all the tournaments
I don't want it.
But travel. That's basically what you're doing.
I look forward to seeing all of them.
And traveling to all the events. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So I can pay for that. Ooh, I can pay for that.
I think it's easier and cheaper if you just compete and do it the right manner than trying to.
But what if this person goes to 3 other tournaments that I didn't go to, and they outbeat me on points, but I whooped their ass all year?
Well,
can I challenge them to their belt?
That's between you and that opponent, sir. I mean, if you feel you want to. If you want to challenge them, go ahead.
Not me.
That person, figuratively speaking, hypothetically.
I get some crazy questions asked me on this damn social media world. So I just be wondering too, like
Facebook jail.
So I just be wondering sometimes, like, what the hell? Well, I don't know. But that's a good question. I asked my sister and make her think, like, what the hell is you talking about?
Wow. Who asked you that? Not as in who, but I mean, was it someone that was competing regularly?
Yes.
And felt like they should have been.
And felt like they really was supposed to have been the champion of that division.
Or was it someone that went to Pan Am's Miami this weekend?
No, I threw that in there. Okay. That Pan Am's was just on me.
Okay, gotcha.
I like to always kind of ice the cake a little bit. So I am messy. Especially when I get to sit on the sideline, I definitely can be messy.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to see and check the minds of, and just, a few people think that that's it. They got it. They've been to the tournaments. They place in the top 2. This one person fell short 2 or 3 events, and they was the ones that was getting all the ones, and all the rest of them twos that you got kind of just screwed it out. So it's like, damn, you really the champion of the division? I would like to have a NASCAR World Championship, but I really like to fight for it though.
I understand. We're used to Super Grands and having that final battle, that championship, kind of like state tournaments or the World Games, you know, stuff like that. We're used to battling.
Speaking of it, we got a triple header this weekend. And when I say a triple header, we have 3 events going on in 3 different states at 3 different times of the day.
Okay. Of course. Okay.
One, we got the Virtual Fight Tour going to hit us off for the nighttime.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for that. That's the main event card with Robbie and JP.
Okay.
You know,
I remember seeing that. And they have some underbelts, some young up and coming
younger comers. Yes.
Yes, sir. I remember.
And also got an old school on there because I seen Fast Feet getting ready.
Absolutely, with Mr. What is it? Crum?
Yes, Mr. Crum. And Mr. Crum, all I'm gonna do is tell you to protect yourself at all times.
And he's Fast Feet.
If you heard me, you heard me well. Protect yourself at all times. That man don't know what the word stop mean at times. If you don't believe me, you can ask my homeboy who he retired, Greg White. He's out there fishing right now, trying to catch me some fish. Protect yourself at all times. I do look forward to seeing a good fight.
I do too.
Judges, I know I can go hold that ring down. My other judges, I'm gonna need y'all to move around. I don't know who y'all may be, but some of y'all definitely know who you may be. Light skin. Mr. Light Skin, you know who I'm talking about. Why you laughing at me, Mimi?
Because you silly. I'm listening.
And then we have our state finals.
Here in Texas.
Downtown Houston, Texas. It's going to be live.
And it moved. It was in Galveston, correct?
Yes, it was in Galveston. And
but now it's in Houston. They moved to Houston this year.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to be live. And I got to find out the details because it's going to be very, very different this year for some reason.
When you say different, what's different about it?
From what I'm reading, and you know me, I'd be having to read things 8, 9 times before I even be like, Mimi, what does this mean?
Right.
So from what I'm reading, the junior black belts, the junior underbelts fighting is on Sunday.
Oh, so it's technically a 3-day event?
It's a 2-day. Nothing's going on the. Oh, the only thing that's going on the first day is the seminar with Gypsy. Gypsy has a seminar. If you guys are in town, you guys need to check it out. Gypsy Whole Squad is hosting a seminar.
On that Friday. So Friday, basically no tournament event. Other than the seminar. And then Saturday, Sunday is the event.
And it's crazy because Saturday, you have the adult divisions. Boom, 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 boom. You have the junior team fights, the adult team fights. You have the finals. On Saturday.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, because you said the underbelts go on Sunday.
But the black belts go on Sunday. The junior black belts go on Sunday too.
So how do you have?
I don't know. So
are you sure you read that correct? Yeah. Okay. That didn't. I don't understand.
Me
I need to see it.
Yes, because you better maybe break it down a little more, but I won't make you do it right now. I'm sure you'll be like,
please, because I have to concentrate.
Yes, for sure that. For sure on that one. But yeah, we have that event. And then we have hand down, man down in the ATL. Marcel's fighting tournament.
Yes.
Fighting tournament. Marcel's fighting.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
It's going to be live if you down in the Deuce Up, A Down, Georgia. It's going down. Marcel Lazenby is going to be hosting a all fighting event this weekend in Atlanta.
That's
you got it.
Get it.
Yeah. So what else is going on?
Not much. Again, for me, not much. Just myself. This week again was a hard week for me. So my week has kind of been trying to reboot, readjust, even with school, having a mental break or a brain fart, as I always say, but having one of those, just trying to regroup and gather myself. That's been basically most of my week, starting like Wednesday till today. That's been it. Earlier in the week, like I said, I had to go up to San Antonio and work out with some girls up there at Mangusta School. So before then, it was just a good workout at the beginning of the week and trying to regroup and gather myself at this part of the week, at the end of the week. Okay. How about you?
I've been hanging. School, I tell you, school is a freaking tough challenge. But hey, we live, we learn. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. So I'm definitely enjoying it, but it's tough.
Absolutely.
It's tough.
Anything worth having, it's tough. It's not going to be easy, and that's one thing I had to think about. Things kind of get tougher when I break myself. Not that I can't complete the task or the issue that's in front of me. It's just myself. When I have a breakdown or a mental gap or a brain fart, when I have things like that, it's just me against myself. And once I kind of get over that or try to get over that and realize that, then things become a little bit more open and I can see it a little bit more clearly. But we all go through it.
Oh, yeah. What's some advice you can give some people?
I'm still trying to figure it. I'm a work in progress. I can say that what actually works for me is just kind of, and I don't want to say isolating myself like in a state of depression or anything like that, but it's kind of like going into that meditation. I had the opportunity to have some time to myself the last few days because my girls were with their daddy. But in general, just to kind of get my mindset, regroup, whether it's, staying to myself, going out, spending some me time, hanging out with some friends, or just whatever it is that's kind of causing me issues. Just in general, just step back, take a look at it. If I can't figure it out right away, just embrace it, and embrace it to where positively I'm doing something. And I don't mean going out doing something negative or doing something that you'll regret afterwards. As long as you can not control it, but handle it, maintain it, and find some type of balance, then I think it can help you get over anything. But again, I'm still a work in progress. I haven't figured out anything. That's why I had that mental breakdown.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's it. It's nothing wrong with it. I had an opportunity to kind of, like I said, recharge. So today's a new day. It's the start of the week. So it's good. I got some homework I got to get done, and we're going to figure it out.
That's it.
We're going to get it. I'm doing that to you. I got to get my hair done. You cut that whack out your head.
No, I had something done to mine. Don't even worry. It'll be done before the day is over. I tell you, I'm gonna look good. Look good going to
never look good. Now that is a lie.
What do you mean here?
That is a lie.
Now, I said I wanted to bring something up later on in the show to you.
Mm-hmm.
I had brought it up towards the beginning. I really forgot what it was. You remember what it was?
No, sir. You didn't actually tell me. You just told me to say ready because you were going to bring it out, and you said I got some questions, and you wanted to ask me something and see what I thought about it. It's all good.
It was about testing. Yes, I really can't remember exactly what it was.
Was it like a technique or a certain person fighting?
No, really wasn't about a certain person. It'll come back to me. Don't worry. I have a brain fart all the time too, especially if I don't write down my notes and everything. Right. I be having to keep my notes with you because you'll get going and have some exciting shit going. I'll be like, damn, I got a question for that. Just write this down over here.
I get it.
So how's the virtual fight tour ladies event coming along for you?
Well, for me personally, just jotting down some ideas, certain fights, not necessarily fights. Right now it's fighters, seeing who is available and willing to fight and support the women. We want to have, Jesse and I were texting a little bit a few days ago, and we both want to have juniors and adult women. So we're just still in the final stages. I don't think we won't even plan a date until I assume that this NASCAR season is over.
Okay.
Because it's in the early stages. I do have some people in mind. I have a list of names. I have an idea of the females that I want to use. But it's going to be up to Jesse how he wants to move forward as far as the matchups and things like that. Also, I have an idea. I want to use female judges. And I have an idea of who I'd like to use. I know it needs to be 3 of us, but if I can get these women to do it, and if it doesn't interfere, I guess, with their other training schedule, teaching, whatever is outside of the tournament competition schedule, I don't want it to interfere with that. But if I can get some women judges in there, so it's literally all around females, it's going to be great.
So y'all stay prepared. Don't forget to send videos. Check in with us, see what you got planned.
That's it. And when I actually find out and get some details, once we not find out, but we finalize, let me say that. Mm-hmm. Once we finalize some details, Jesse, of course, or myself, if he allows me to, then we'll start releasing it and getting things out there. But it's still, again, so everyone knows, it's in a very early, premature stages of getting it together. We're working on it, but we have not finalized anything.
Okay. So it's past the youth stage. I mean, they got like something like that. Yeah, it's premature. You guys get prepared for the maturity to rock with it.
That's it.
Y'all be ready to rock with it too. I'm ready to see a good show. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely. I want to make sure of it. If I'm going to have anything to do with it, I always say it, women do everything better than men. So I believe that this will be his best virtual fight tour to date. Once we put it together with the way we run it, as far as females, the structure, the judging, the fight, the intensity, and then even the matchups, the way it's run, I have this big vision that it's going to be the best virtual fight tour that he's ever put on.
Okay, we hear that.
That's it.
She says it's going to be the best event.
That's it. And hopefully it'll be something we can do annually.
Bingo.
Hopefully it'll be something we can do annually to where we can put on the top junior females and the top adult women fighters that our country or our sport, let's say that our sport has to offer.
All right. So I'm going to ask you about this.
Yes,
I'm wondering what your thoughts is about this fight that's coming on Saturday night.
Okay.
Robbie Lavoie. James Porter.
Okay. What do you want to know about it?
What do you think about it? Give me your thoughts. Give me your insight. Give me your mind. Give me a bit of your coaching fanatics.
Well,
not too many codes, because we don't give no codes out.
Yes, sir. Understood. Yeah, and then I know Robbie. I feel like they're both a part of my family, my karate family.
And I think they fought a few times.
I've seen them. I believe I've seen them at least once, maybe at Battle
before, for sure. Yes. And maybe U.S. Open.
I haven't been there in a while.
It was a while ago. JP fought Justin Ortiz too, so I really think it was U.S. Open. If I'm mistaken,
I'm not exactly sure about that one, but I know it had to be like Battle, maybe Diamonds or something.
Yeah.
If I had to look at the fighter, like you're asking me now, to give my honest opinion, I can't say right now who I would think would win. There's a difference between what I think, what I know, and what I would bet on. Honestly, betting on experience, of course, I would go with Robbie. If I had to go on who's been a little bit more active, who's been a little bit more, tournament situation fighting, I would have to go with JP because he's fresh. I just watched him fight John when we were in New York for the other one. He's been out there a little bit more. I can't tell you right now who I would think would win. I can tell you what I think I would see from them and what I think they should do. I think that they should kick both of them because they're both punchers and they both
are classes.
Yes. Someone is going to, and if I had to say, I would think, and this is my honest opinion, I think Robbie is a better kicker. if Robbie was to kick and keep his leg up, and he can. I'm not saying it like he can't, but if he was to focus on that more than his blitzing, I think that would be the difference for him. When it comes to JP,
his movement.
That's exactly it. If he gets up by 1 or 2 points, that's going to be hard for Robbie. Not because he can't do it, it's because JP's movement, his make you miss. And then not only does he make you miss the way he attacks counters, he plays the defensive role, but then it switches that quickly into the offensive role. So that is, to me, is going to be the difference. Who's going to kick? I know they both can punch. I know they both can. JP's a better movement footwork. He has better footwork. But I know in general that they both can work the ring.
Oh, yeah, because Robbie can move.
He can move. Yeah. I'm not saying it like he can't.
For sure. Me neither.
But I think that the kicks are going to change because that's where Robbie has the advantage. And that's if he was to come out on top, he needs to keep his leg on him. And not just 1 or 2. And I don't mean kick the air. He needs to touch him. If he touches him, then that gives him something to be afraid of, whether he scores or not. Touching him, he knows that if I can touch you, I can blitz you. I'm within that distance, my own comfort zone. JP needs to, at the beginning of the fight, he needs to start with movement.
Like the first blah, blah,
like
blah.
A movement, yes.
First blah, blah, blah.
That's
Jump
it.
rope, baby.
I saw you talked about JP fighting with Brian for the virtual fight tour here in Miami.
I didn't see it, but give me a little bit of insight.
I watched, from what I saw, there were 2 videos. One was like the first round or 2.
Okay.
And then it was split. I think Jesse said in the video that it was cut or they were kicked off, but then he came back. So when I realized it, I only saw that last and final round. I saw the second video. So I didn't see the beginning of the fight.
They did 2 rounds, correct?
No, they actually did 3.
Okay.
The video, like I said, was cut into 2, but that was, I think the first 2 rounds were on the first video, and then the second video had the third round.
Okay.
Again, but I didn't notice it or didn't realize it until I had already watched the second video, and then that's when they announced the winner. So I was like, well, wait, I knew it was supposed to be 3 rounds, not just 1. But what I want to say is, what I think the difference with Brian, see, I don't know the score either. That's the other thing. But I know when the 3rd round started, it was a little bit more even. And I don't know if someone was up 1 or 2, but they started out even.
Okay.
And what put Brian up is his leg. He started kicking. And then when he started kicking, JP looked for that, or he saw that. And sometimes it would kind of freeze him. And then he would get him with the back fist. He caught him with a couple back fists in that second video that I saw. And I want to say at least 2 to 3. JP tried to go underneath. There was a couple bad angles, watching it from a video. I can't always see exactly who was first without being there able to move. But the difference was his leg in JP's face. I don't think JP gave him enough side-to-side movement in that round that I watched. I think it was more straightforward. And again, after I realized that JP was down, or when I saw it, he had no choice but to go forward.
Yeah.
Right, because he was trying to make up the points. But I still think he could have done the side-to-side. The movement that I've seen him do in fight with, if he would have used it during that fight with Brian, he would have come out on top. And then I think if he uses it with Robbie next week, he'll come out on top.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I heard it from one of the best coaches.
Oh, I appreciate you. I don't think there's a lot other people out there better than me, brother.
Best fighters.
I love karate. That's all.
Yeah. Y'all hear it.
That's
so
it.
Gotta put it in the game plan and start working it in there. We know. Listen to the coach. Listen to the coach.
And you know what? I don't want to take it personal if they don't listen to me.
Oh, no, of course not. Everybody always got their own game plan anyway. So,
And then they got themselves here, or where they are for whatever reasons. They did it on their own without me. So, or without whoever else wants to give someone some advice that they're not open to. Mm-hmm. It's okay, and I don't have a problem with it because I'm always going to say what I think and how I feel.
And I'm always going to listen to it. Because I end up having to fight one of those skinny little fuckers one day, and we already got a game plan. The game plan is going to be in the game plan.
And all I need to do is watch it once, maybe twice, and then we get it.
We already got it.
We figure it out.
We heard it from the best. I told y'all. So I got my pen and my paper right here, and I got both of y'all names written down on it, and it's on the bad boy list. The bad boy list stands for the I gotta get them list, and I have about 8 names down that list, and I have about 2 names on the good list. The good list mean I'm not gonna hurt you. No, I'm just playing.
You are a mess. You are a mess.
I know. Yeah. So you say you haven't catching in the ladies' fights, huh?
No. Yesterday was my niece Juju's. It was her birthday, so I was kind of moving around.
Happy birthday, Juju.
I was kind of moving around a little bit yesterday, and so I didn't get to watch a lot of videos. The videos that I brought up or I saw showed up on my news feed.
Okay.
So I haven't actually had a chance to go on there, and the results that I saw were just from Point Fighter and things like that as far as what I saw on Facebook.
Okay.
So I would like to go because you had a clean sweep. I want to know what she did, and I'm not saying it like she doesn't deserve it, but who did she fight that didn't make adjustments? If she won one division, you would watch it for the next division to make sure that, she won all three. All 3 women fighting
divisions.
She didn't win seniors because she's not a senior, but she would have won that probably.
They wouldn't have let her fight both. That'd have been the bad thing about it. So she went right. She went right to her right position down there with them young ladies to show them young ladies you can hang and bang with their young asses. I'm sure Mr. Edgar was your coach. Another one person who was an amazing coach, amazing martial artist all around.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he gave her a good game, man. If she followed the blueprint.
He's a fighter himself.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. You may not know, but I know up close and personally.
Oh, you know because y'all fought each other.
Yes.
I know because I've watched him. Coach with him, coached against him, and I still watch my brother compete.
Yes.
Is he the one that put the sidekick on your chest?
And my ribs.
Oh, your ribs. I remember that.
Yes. Kicked me down there flying across the room. And then y'all wanted me to go eat. I just would lay down. That man kicked me like that. I was and then this is not the the bigger, the heavier Edgar, from 8-9 years ago. We talking about solid in shape.
He does the
marathon runs, triathlons. Yeah, really. Yeah, no, really is. And man, I only see nothing but greatness around him and what he produced and what he brings to the table. So big shout out to him because I know that was a good win. Big shout out to Lovelace because I know that was a big win for his squad right there. That's somebody that's putting the squad on right there.
Yes. So I got a question, and this is just my own thought because I was about to say Lovelace's women fighters are better than his men fighters. Does he have men fighters besides Edgar?
Right now, if I had to take a guess, he has a few, but they really not out like that.
Probably more local, maybe
more local.
Okay.
But as far as he always has a better women's squad.
Yes, his women are kicking ass.
And his women is definitely representing solid for him right there. So good choices, good pickups.
Absolutely. Pick up more women, sir.
Shit, he gonna damn near had a whole division out there. He got about 8 of them that be out there in that open weight. Everybody looking crazy as hell. And I saw the Revolution uniforms at Diamonds like, damn.
Some teenage girls
of course.
That were good too.
He finds that good.
He has an eye for talent.
Push. That's it. And you know what? That's exactly what it is. Eye for talent.
Some coaches, you get lucky or you just go around picking up people because you think the size of your team makes you a good team. But then you also have people that actually have talent, that actually have people that represent in the proper manner, whether they are winning all the time or they're just working and you can see them getting better. You can see the hard work.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the effort that they put in. And they're taking advantage of what is presented to them in having a good coach and a good sponsor and being able to get to these events. So that's great. Women, keep it up out there. All women, no matter what you do, keep it up.
Get back on it. Let's put it back together so we can keep it up.
Y'all need Jesus.
Some of us do. And I will call him through the doors.
Absolutely. I am so totally open and receiving of him. Indeed, Lord.
Yes.
Use me. Use me, Jesus.
I can't do her right now, but I tell you, she is just on the roll. And
holding it in always.
I seen it's going to be a battle of the dojos.
Battle of the dojos. Where's that at? And who's
That's going to be on the Virtual Fight Tour.
Oh, with the underbelts and the upper.
I don't know about the I don't know if they're underbelts. I just know that they're juniors.
I saw on the flyer.
It's a 2-on-2.
One is brown belts, green belts, blue belts, purple belts. They're underbelts.
Okay. I didn't look at the that part of it, but I just know that they were juniors.
Yes,
I know it was battle of the dojos. So we're gonna get ready to see next level battle bins.
Yes.
Next level battle bins. That's gonna be a wicked showdown. Spectators, be prepared. Battle of the dojos.
They don't have it in right now.
Oh, Team Doom Live on there too? Is this a new one?
This was an old one. You
Hold
moving too quick.
No, I just saw your screen.
Trying to figure it out and pull it up. So I also wanted to get the gentlemen's names. This one.
Okay.
Because I wanted them to know that they are up and coming and they're gonna represent. Here it is.
Bam. Battle of the Dojos. Oh, wait a minute. You see that? We have a Justin Ortiz. And I'm not talking about the floor of Justin Ortiz. This Justin Ortiz.
Like the Power Ranger.
He does look like one. He's only 10 years old.
That's it.
Representing the Benz. Is that the Benz school on this side?
Yes, sir. I believe so.
Representing the Benz, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, he's tall. And then we have Mr.
Hutchison. I don't want to say his first name wrong. Xiri.
Yeah, something like that.
Xiri
or Erie.
Hutchison.
12 years old. But his nickname is what? Shadabeam.
Hey, I like that.
Shadabeam.
I would like to ask him what does that mean and where he get it from.
Well, you know what? Maybe Travis let you better do an interview with him later on during that show. If they pull it out and get it loose.
Absolutely.
And then what you got next for me?
Yes, sir. And then the next one will be these.
Okay. Kimani Duncan.
That's it. And Justin Young.
Justin looks familiar, but I might have saw him somewhere. These are 13, 14-year-olds. Ooh,
they look mean.
He's my height at 100 pounds. Kimani, Mr. Duncan.
You need heels.
You my height. Kiki, do you love me?
He's gonna beat you up.
Yeah, I'm scared of that.
He's still growing. Look, he's done growing.
Kiki versus JJ. K versus JJ. We finna have a hell of a fight right there.
Kiki. I like he look like he's on.
He's my size but a little shorter. It's all right. That's gonna be good.
They both gonna beat you.
That's gonna be that's like you and I fighting right there. I'm gonna be Mr. Duncan. You're gonna be Mr. Young.
You're gonna lose.
That's okay. You know who you fought that time.
Absolutely. Just know I don't hit late. I follow up.
Oh, that's crucial.
Absolutely. Think about that. So whatever you do, I'm gonna follow up.
Y'all heard that? Please don't hit me like that.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, but it's our love. You know I love you.
I know you do. I love you. So that's it.
Those were the ones for the team that we were talking about.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull it up.
This it. Bingo.
Oh, it's that one.
This it right here. We got it. We got it, guys. We got it right here. This is it. So we got the battle of the dojos. Oh,
Edison.
Oh. Wait, hold on. We got a real pay-per-view going through here right now. Okay, hold on. It's switching. I like that. I wasn't even ready for that. I was waiting. Oscar Garcia versus Andreas
Espinoza.
Okay, that's gonna be a get down. Fast Feet versus Mr. Crumb. You know that main event we already been talked about. Gave y'all a good discuss about. But I saw something else pop up across there. Bring that back. I liked it. That right here. Next Level versus Team Benz.
That's it. They don't actually give us
the age right here.
15 and 16. And then you got 17 and then teen.
See, I like it. I like it too. Because I mean, it could be anything from 3 to 9.
That's it. As long as it's a team.
To 9. It's gonna fall with a team. As long as it's got a 3 and a 9, 3 through 9 on there, it's gonna be a team.
It's gonna be a team.
It's gonna be that team. Hey, so we get ready for the poem today.
That's it.
We in that thing.
I got mine ready, brother.
Do you?
I got a couple actually.
Okay. All right.
I told you I had a hard week, so
don't keep saying it fucking hard. Work.
No, that's like, one thing.
Hard means like we got kids listening, so I don't even want to put you there. But that's hard. Pencil,
No.
Your week is not like that.
The challenge. I like to identify with it because challenging, hard, anything that I needed help to regroup and gather myself with.
Okay.
I like to identify with it, so when it happens again or I feel that same way, I know what it is, and then I can have somewhat of a game plan.
Okay.
It's kind of like being in the ring and somebody hit you with something one time. You're going to have a game plan and don't want it to happen again. Absolutely. So, again, I give it some type of identity label. That way I know what I'm going through, and then the next time I can deal with it better. I have a couple, but I'm not exactly sure which one I want to start with because I just want to do 1 to 2 of them. And when I say I want to do 1 to 2 of them, I want to do it because these are the ones that I've felt the most. Let me go. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Rapping.
Okay. I'm just messing with some stuff. That's it, guys. Don't worry.
Excuse us.
Don't worry. We just messing with some things. Go ahead. We good. I was trying to test the microphone out and see what it's going to pull on. Well,
it's all good.
I know how we're going to work that around. Don't worry.
The first one I want to read is kind of like a daily affirmation.
Now what's that?
It's kind of like something that you need to say, kind of like a prayer.
Okay.
I like to use positive, motivational ones, or even ones that touch me in a manner that help me regroup. If I'm going through something and I read a note or I read a message to myself, okay, I know what it is. I know what I'm going through. Snap out of it.
Okay.
This
one of those things that you'll wake up in the morning and have on your ceiling. One
possibly.
Of those things that you wake up in the morning and have on your ceiling.
Possibly.
Wake up and read it and get your day started. Type. Okay.
Some people write it as notes or stickies on the wall, in the bathroom, on the mirror.
Okay.
You have daily notes. Things. It just depends on you and how you want to do it, how you want to deal with it.
All right.
Here we go. My future looks positive and bright. I have faith in myself and my future. I will make my decisions today to make my future self sound and proud. Today is the future I created yesterday.
That means the Lord is in this building right now.
Absolutely, gave me a little high flash right there.
That's why I just look. I felt a little steam come through.
I felt that one.
You're moving a little bit, but go ahead.
I said
some people might have think you might have went too fast.
Say it one more time.
Yeah, I just bring that back to one more time.
My future.
Hey guys, she's gonna bring it back one more time for y'all. I be having to make her smile and laugh because I know she gets emotional.
I could, but no, you good because you're silly, and I'm glad you're making me laugh. My future looks positive and bright. I have faith in myself and my future. I will make my decisions today to make my future self proud, and today is the future I created yesterday.
I like that.
I do too.
What else you got for
us? I got you. One more. When you can't control what's happening, challenge yourself to control the way you respond to what's happening. That's where the power is. That's kind of like what I just said.
Hello, kind of. If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not.
Indeed. I couldn't control the feeling or what I was actually technically going through, but what I could do is not let it bring me down and not let it affect me in a negative way. Again, I fail, which we all fall or we all have bumps in the road. But I didn't let it affect me in the long run. I just needed a day, maybe 2 days to regroup and gather myself. Just to get my mind right. A little me time, a little isolation time, a little, I'm just chilled and not really do anything, think about anything and see what happens. And in the moment, I kind of wipe my mind or my slate clean. It's like, okay, you need to do this. You have this to do. You need to do this. You still have homework. You still got to do this. The girls are coming home. You still have to be productive. And so then it's like, okay, well, I used that. I was down a little bit, but now knowing that I want to succeed at certain things help rebuild me, help motivate me to kind of get going. So that homework that I didn't get done last week when I was regrouping, I'm going to get it done this week and make sure I get it turned in.
Yeah, I tell you, for real, they're not.
Love you, teachers.
Yes. Twin, may I borrow your phone? I'm going to tell them that shit on the thing. Mine dead. May I borrow your phone, please?
His phone dead like his head is dead.
Because I tell you, that's all right. Because when they pop back on, there's something else in there. This right here. Be careful who you build with. Because people will use you for the foundation and finish the structure with somebody else.
They using you.
They had put 100, 100, 100. I mean 300. Mm-hmm. You know how y'all be out here talking about 100? That's 100. That's 300. That's like 100 to the third power. Up there deep.
Mm-hmm. Some people don't know what that means.
Be careful who you build with. I mean, be careful who you choose to do some things with to make your life in a better way. Like their lives in a better way. The foundation you lay down with them needs to be flat, strong. Or they'll find their way to go ahead and make it with somebody else. But, I ain't going to tell you too much about it because I got to wait. What? I got to talk to them.
If you're starting to build something with someone and you don't know that they are not there to help you build in a proper way, like their foundation might have cracks in it. Their foundation might be off and unstable. How are you to know, or how can you know? How can you identify? Is there a way?
Anything that I do with the new person, meaning that if I just meet you, there's no foundation you laid, there's no foundation I laid. We're going to lay it together.
Okay.
Friends, relationship, whatever it could be. Yeah. But we're going to lay it together. That way you don't have no cracks in yours. I don't have no cracks in mine. Now we may have a past from some tore-up foundations, but we're not going to bring it forward into ours.
So each building that you build or each foundation that you're trying is all different and separate.
Yes.
It doesn't lead into the other ones.
No.
It's about the projects.
No. Hell no. No.
These are individual homes and buildings.
That's it.
Okay, gotcha.
Whatever foundation you want to call it. It could be the church house, the hotel, the motel, the arcade, the soul food place, the Songbirds kitchen.
Hey,
you can be all of that.
That's it. Get it.
No.
Get it, Lord.
This one right here almost had me a little emotional. I sat in the car for about 10 minutes. Did y'all hear me out there? Yeah, I don't know if y'all might have heard me.
All the time.
I wasn't crying this time, but I had the music loud. Yeah, I'm known as Crybaby Willie. I'm known as Crybaby Willie.
That's what I cried a minute. You tell me to shut up and go to the room.
That's the best thing you're gonna have to tell me to do.
Neither one of us want to see you cry.
This right here is something crucial for us people out there that's battling with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all have a dark side. If we truly honest with ourselves, if we don't acknowledge it, then it's just a predator waiting to attack in the darkest moments. And sis, when you sat here, you said something to me about you acknowledging it. I had to listen because I knew I had just had something that went along with if you acknowledging it. Because if you don't acknowledge it, then it's a predator.
Any place you in, I think you need to have some type of identity with it so you can identify with it.
Oh, yeah. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Y'all really hear that? I'm telling y'all,
They're called
that's
places. They can be good places, bad places, any place, wherever that place is. You have to have some type of identity or identify it so that way you can recognize it the next time, whether you get there or someone else is there. It's from experience.
yeah. So I am gonna have our speaker come in. You know who our speaker is. Maybe you just be jumping up, flying off. We got everything.
I'm
She's
not
here for
flying.
everything.
I just want her to be comfortable.
She's on.
And I actually need to take a deep breath because I've been holding my breath. You stink.
You lying. On God. You lying. She told a lie.
She gonna come right here and I'm not going far. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna freshen up my drink.
Freshen up whatever you need to freshen up.
I'm here, guys.
You finna get a word from Miss B. A word from Miss B out here. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how she come give it to us. Cause she come give it to us. She will come give it to us.
Leo.
What's the dealio?
Can you hear me good?
Of course we can. Talk to him. Talk to him.
First of all, hi. Thank y'all for having me back. Miss John, I thought they put me off the show for me. We all need to get our mind. But the first one I wanted to.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I just picked her up.
My bad. I'm like, damn, I got everybody from away. Wait a minute.
Hey, I'm gonna be dead. The first one I was down to was when you can't control what's happening. That's where your power lies. And so recently, just in the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to just deal with how I respond to things because everything you don't have to be so quick to jump the gun or be so quick to point the finger. Or whatever the situation may be. So I just thought that was a cool way to just kind of say you can control your feelings. I've always known feelings to be kind of deceiving because we'll be in our feeling in 1 minute and kind of be in another feeling in the next minute. So they kind of change things up a bit. So let me grab that other one. But yeah, it says when you can't control what's happening, I don't know how often you can control what's happening. Most of it be out of our control, but for the most part. For the most part, you do the best you can. But when you can't control what's happening, challenge yourself. Each opportunity you get with each situation to respond differently. Everything is going to come at you differently, so you do have to kind of take control differently. Yeah, that is where the power lies. I guess I'm talking to myself, so that was cool.
That's it. We always are.
I was talking to myself. If you don't talk to yourself, anybody else gonna talk to you. Right. Okay. So this one, be careful who you build with, because people will use you for the foundation and finish the structure with somebody else. Now that could be kind of twofold. Really, like it's one of the things you don't know who you're gonna run into in life. Y'all may build something together and then may come to a disagreement or bump heads, and you're not able to fulfill the whole situation. But at the end of the day, stay grounded, stay with it like the whole time. It gets tough. Like even when you build with somebody, you got a partner and you think your partner, y'all 100, 100. It's 2 100s and then that third 100, y'all together. So you saying to complete the building. I'm about to go. I'm going to tell my rep that you just came over with his statement like that. You like that. You 100 plus the other 100. Your 100, my 100, and the 100 we build together. But like you don't know who you may run into. Like if you build a foundation with somebody and y'all both are in agreement at the beginning of the foundation, at the beginning of the building process, then it's all good. You may not finish the same. So you can't really be careful who you build with, just be careful while you're building with that person. You know what I mean? Because you don't know who you might run into. People meet people every day, and you can meet a stranger, and it can be somebody that just drops something in your spirit, but they may not be able to run the race with you because they got shit to do themselves. Hey, you got time to be building your foundation and building you up, and a lot of times I look for people to kind of help me, give me a helping hand. Maybe you can sing or whatever. I need a little motivation, a little push sometimes, but I have to continue to build my foundation with different people, and not necessarily to just be careful because you want to introduce yourself to people. Be open because you just never know who you might run into. Don't be so guarded. I can be guarded sometimes, but be careful who you build with because people will use you for the foundation. You can tell when somebody using you. That's when you need to be careful. Watch your back. Use your side.
all those kind of things, to kind of watch what you're doing. But once you build your structure, whoever you build it with, just stay 100.
I hear that. So, heard it. Y'all heard it from the best. That was He Works. Come giving y'all the word of the works from the quotes of the day in the week. But I got one that I told my sister when my phone popped back on, I had something that was waiting on her.
Okay, I got you. I'm ready.
You can read it to the people. I don't know how the hell it came about and why I end up with it, but you can read it to the people.
Again, you're forgetting who you are. Let's not.
Y'all heard it from her. Y'all
Yes,
heard
sir.
it. So that's what goes to all of us out there.
You guys know what? Y'all know I can say this, but I never do that.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time for the people.
Again,
You did it.
You good. We on there.
again, you're forgetting who you are. Let's not.
Man, we're going to put that as our title. That's our title for this week's show.
Again, you are forgetting who you are. And you know who I am? Burns. That's who I am.
You you surely are.
Burns.
You are.
There's nothing else. I can be Regina, I can be Millie, I can be anybody else, but from A1, from little baby to right now, I am Burns.
You know who you are.
And I just got to do that. I have to continue to remember that, and no matter what happens, Burns. Don't ask me, people, because I won't tell you.
But
And
just
if
know,
you see me in my pink sweater, you see them on. I'm a daddy's girl, and my daddy used to call me that. So Burns. That's who I am, and that's how he raised me. I just have to remember that I'm beyond karate. I'm beyond what you think you know about me. I am my daddy's child, and I'm Burns. That's who I am.
and I'm happy to hear that, and I love to hear you speak it like that too, Mimi. Really.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad you showed me that, and I'm glad you got your dead ass phone so I can see it.
So you can tell some of the people out there in the world, because it's a lot of females that look up to you, and some of the things that you may inspire yourself with, they may need to hear sometimes. So
Absolutely.
I try to trick the show sometimes and change the things up, and like you said, people what they think they may know about you.
Yes.
I get to know the real you.
That's it.
I've gotten to know the real you. From just
people may not know it, but I'm a little different when it comes to being at home.
Yeah.
And being at karate, at tournaments, and traveling. Whether you see me act crazy and silly, it's still not the same as me being at home. I'm totally different. I've always tried to separate the two a little bit. It hasn't always happened, but I do know and identify with me being two different people when it comes to karate and being at home with my family, my friends, the one from A1 day ones. It's a total different me. I've heard it before from my sisters to my family, from you, from different people. It's totally different.
So yeah, y'all heard it from the best. We'll give our shout outs. Big shout out to CTE, baby. There it is. Here it is. What is it? Fist, kicks, flicks, and chill. Fist, kicks, flicks, and chill. That's a separation of Netflix and chill.
Hey, and Trav been putting up some good movies too. You gotta check him out. No, next show we gonna have Trav on here because the black man is on a safari, and I want him to tell me where he going next. He all over the place. He was in the mountains. He was at the game last time. This time, where he gonna be at? Playing over here in Africa?
No, Trav's traveling.
I know. I liked it. That's what I'm saying.
The TRAV is the same as the TRAV in traveling.
But you know, when a black man traveling, it's like the black man die in the movie. He's gonna be the first to go.
No, he's out there in the woodlands.
He is. But he got a tracking device, so
No.
keep up with him.
When he got a computer, you better tap him in on the pen.
Hey, you know what else he got? He got a mama.
Oh no, she don't play. Yeah, for sure. You know that.
No matter what I do, my mama is in my pocket.
Yeah, immediately. But and then Dad is up there highly in the politics, so
Absolutely.
You better call him in.
Listen, he went to he got stuff going on. He's up there at the White House.
Yeah.
Getting those people getting their lives right.
He might as well go and run for president for us.
I believe it.
At least he'd be legit. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about nobody counting us.
Hey,
you know. All right, no. Shout out to CTE. Shout out to you, Mimi, for having some energy. I know you're ready to lay your hands down.
I'm regrouped.
Good. That's good.
Right.
So
help me. It's therapy for me.
It is. I told you.
It is therapy.
It became that. Somehow it fuck around and became that. And it's like without doing it, it's a so shout out to our fans. You guys got to get y'all ass on YouTube and subscribe.
That's it. Go ahead and like us.
I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, and I don't have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
That means they not really your friends.
So you know what that means? Don't worry about it, because my next quote for next week is about that right there. Hey, now.
You ain't shit and they ain't shit either.
Whoa. Because you weren't supposed to be saying shit. No, I hope y'all have a blessed week. Really, y'all know how we is. Once again, big shout out to our squad. This is the Raw Mimi and Lump show. Thanksgiving coming up soon. I'm coming to somebody's house to eat. We'll holler at y'all.
Right now.